Alright, so today we are going to be looking at how to make a slideshow on Google Slides. So from your Google Classroom, you are going to scroll down to your Ohlone Indians research. You click on the Ohlone Indians research and it's going to open up your slide. Your teacher made you a copy of the slideshow, right? So you can see that I have mine. My name is David Harris, so I have the Ohlone slide. So what I'm going to do is I am going to click on my slides and it's going to open up my slideshow for me. Okay, it takes it a second, has to think. Now on this slideshow, there is only one title slide. Are you going to need more than that on your slideshow?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to kind of play around with how we get our slideshow all set up, and then how we do things like add pictures, add themes, add backgrounds, all that kind of stuff. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So, what you probably do when you get here, you are going to have your title page, the Ohlone Indians. I am going to title my title page, Ohlone Indians, and I'm going to do my name. Okay? What I am probably going to do is I am going to add a theme to my slideshow to make it look all pretty. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Alright, so do you see this little button at the top, theme? Now, it doesn't work if I click on the letters, it goes away, but if I click on the slide, I can add a theme. So I'm going to add a theme, it opens up these choices on the side. I'm going to scroll down till I find one that I like. I like this one, it's nice and colourful. Okay, so now I have a theme for my slide. So now, anytime that I open up a new slide, it's going to have that theme on there for me. So it's already going to be all pretty and decorated. The way that I add a new slide, do you guys see this little plus sign in the corner? Yeah. If you hover over it and hold it for a second, it says new slide. And I have choices about my new slide that I can open. So do you see that little drop down arrow next to it? Kind of hard to see. If I click on that, I can see all my different choices. So I can have a title slide like the one I have. I could have a header, or I could have a title and a body. Title and a body is probably the one that we're going to want, right? So I'm going to click title and body. It's going to open up my new slide. So I have two sections here. I can add a title and I can add a text. Can somebody raise their hand? What are some things that you're looking up about the Ohlone Indians? Yeah, in the pink.
Houses.
Their houses. Okay, so I'm going to add the title, where do they live? Okay. If I wanted to do another slide, so you have other sections, right? I might add another new slide. I'm going to do title and body again. What's something else that we're looking at for the Ohlone? Yep.
Food.
Their food. So I might say, what did they eat? I might need another one. What other ones are we doing? We'll do one more. I know you guys probably have more. Yep, in the back.
What tools did they use?
Okay, what tools did they use? Okay, and I know that you guys probably have more, right? Oh. I could, or I could just go there. Okay, so that's how we add new slides, right? So we go to the plus button, we add new slides. In these slides, we probably want to add some information, right? Okay. Yep.
You should put like a dot, like this is dot.
Sure, you could do a 1, right? Or you could just do a dash.
Oh, no, they have this thing where you press on it.
Oh, okay. So if you wanted to do a dot, you could also do things like you could play around with your format and you could do things like a list, right? Different numbered lists, bulleted lists. Okay, there are lots of different choices there that you could do. Okay, I'm just going to add some information super fast, and it's not going to be real information. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I have some information. Now on a slide, what other kind of things are there sometimes on slides? What other things are there? Yep.
Pictures.
Pictures. Okay, so to insert a picture, there's two choices. You can either go to this little icon here of the little mountain. It says image, and you can insert an image by clicking on that. It'll open up this window. Or, same thing, you can do insert, and you can do image. Opens up the same thing, right? Okay. What you can do on here, you probably don't have images saved, so you can search for images. So if I wanted to look for where did the Ohlone Indians live, where did they live? Thank you, we're not being silly. Yes? Houses. Yep.
You could do coastal Indian houses.
Okay, so let's look up coastal. I'm on Google, so coastal Indian houses. If I look it up, if I find one that I like, so perhaps they lived in a plank house.
Oh, that's okay. It's just for purposes.
It's just for practice. So if I say that they lived in plank house, I click on it, I select it, it's going to open it up in my slide. Now obviously, is that too big?
Yes.
Yeah, way too big. All I have to do is click on the corner and I can resize it any size that I want. If I click on the image, I can move it around anywhere I want. If you see those little red lines that pop up when I'm moving it around, those kind of help you to get it located on the page wherever you wanted it. So if I want it in the middle of my page, I look for the red line there. There should be a red line at the top. Right, so I could get it directly in the center of my page if I really wanted to, but that would take up my very impressive text. So I'm going to move it to the corner here. Okay? Let's go to where did they eat. So I'm going to add some imaginary information. Okay? And then how do I add an image? Do you guys remember? Yep, in the blue.
So you go to the little mountain image or insert image, and then you search up Ohlone Indian food.
Sure. Or do you know something that they eat already? Yep.
Seafood.
Seafood. Okay, so if I look up a picture of a fish, I could put in a picture of a fish, right, for something that they ate. It's going to be a giant fish. All I have to do is resize my giant fish and move it around, right? Can you have more than one image on a page?
Yes.
Yeah, right? You could also have...
Oh,
Yep.
I always wanted to know, how do you make your image move? Oh, it's GIF.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. We probably won't worry about that because that's kind of more advanced. That's like next step kind of stuff, right? So if you know how to do it, you might share that with somebody when you start working, okay? So other tools that the Native Americans might have used. What else can you add into a slideshow? Does it all have to be just images? Yep.
Can I add videos?
You could add a video too, right? So to add a video, insert video, and I can search YouTube for different videos of Ohlones using tools, right? Now you probably want to check these before you put them in your video because you want to make sure that they're okay for your video, right? And what do you think is more important? Do you think that the pictures in the video are more important than the text? No, right? Because the text is where all your information is, right? That's probably what your teacher's going to be looking for, is all of the information that you're including, right? The pictures and videos, those kinds of things are fun, but the text is really the important stuff. So what I would suggest is that you get your slide set up the way that we talked about, right? Using the plus button, deciding what kind of layout you want. Get the text in to each slide, and then when you're done with the text, then you start playing around with things like your pictures or your videos or other things that you might want to add into your slideshow. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.